I'm Jamie Stalcup, managing editor of TV Reel, and I have the pleasure of speaking with Danielle Chang, creator and host of PBS's Lucky Chow. Hi, Danielle. It's great to meet you.
Hi, it's so nice to meet you.
So, the seventh season goes international for all episodes for the first time. What drove the decision to finally make the jump over to Asia for a full season?
Well, I was born in Taiwan, so it's a homecoming for me. And I just realized that, even though I grew up there, I didn't really grow up there. I was born there and I lived there till I was 5. I would visit a lot as a child. I never really knew it, and I wanted to come back and see it with fresh eyes.
And there's so much to explore in Taiwan related to cuisine and beyond that, but you had 5 episodes to do that. How did you narrow down the places you wanted to visit and foods you wanted to showcase?
It was definitely challenging, but we ended up filming about 26 stories that make it through the 5 episodes. And the episodes are kind of organized by theme. For instance, the premiere is made in Taiwan, and we talk about ingredients, staples to Taiwanese cuisine, like soy sauce, tofu, rice, hot sauce. And then, we'll have other offerings that are offerings of episodes that are focused on ideas like offerings, which involves making both Buddha's offerings and the offerings that the indigenous tribes receive of food that they forage from their surroundings, to nightlife, where Taipei really is the city that never sleeps. Go out and do everything from visit night markets to portside scavenger bars, uh, to shrimp fishing, indoor shrimp fishing, which is a popular pastime in Taiwan. So it was hard to distill because there's so much to talk about when you go into any culture, but it ended up being kind of like the best of.
Obviously, Lucky Chow is a celebration of Asian American culture. What are you hoping viewers, both Asian Americans and non-Asian Americans, take away from this season in Taiwan?
Just a sense of curiosity, of thinking, wow, I want to learn more about that, whether it's making your own tofu at home, or, oh, maybe I want to travel there and explore that tea making region myself, or being inspired by somebody's story, to just live your life differently or eat in a different way. Yeah. So if there's any transformation, that would be amazing.
And the series launched back in 2015, 10 years ago now. How have you seen the culinary world evolve over these years, in general and specifically regarding Asian influence on American cuisine?
That's a great question. And I think that the landscape, the American landscape for Asian food has shifted greatly in the past decade. When I first started thinking about Lucky Chow, ramen, like fine dining ramen, was still kind of a novelty, and even though Asian food was ubiquitous, you could get California rolls in supermarkets from coast to coast. It wasn't as just popularized in mass as it is now. I think a lot of us in America eat Asian food on a daily basis. It's kind of like our as all American as apple pie. And so the stories have evolved as well. So, we went from season 1, where we would do an entire episode on explaining what ramen is, to now doing more sophisticated, I guess, episodes that assume that the viewer already knows the difference between, the flavors of China and Japan, let's say. So we've just grown along with our viewers.
I know when you started the series, your aim was to, showcase the influence of Asian culture and cuisine on American cuisine and take pride in your Asian heritage. Over these years on air, what have you learned about the role of television in helping people recognize this or take pride in their own heritage?
I think representation matters. And at the end of the day, even one person can make a big difference. And the reality is that there's not a lot of Asian female voices on television in America and anywhere really. And so I kind of feel that it's my obligation, my fortune, or my fate, or whatever, destiny, whatever you want to say. But since I've been put in this position where I have this platform, I really need to represent. So, I take my job really more seriously as time goes on because of this realization. I never intended to be on camera. I just really approached Lucky Chow like a journalist, which is what I was before. Um, I guess I guess I'm still a journalist. Um, and so learning how to be on camera and talking to viewers through that medium has been a learning curve, a pretty steep learning curve for me.
And the series is available through PBS, PBS Passport, local PBS stations, etc. What are the benefits of having this series on public television?
Just reach, at PBS reaches millions and millions of viewers. And the fact that Lucky Chow is in most households across the country is so exciting. I'm also syndicated through their other platforms like Create, which is a how-to cable channel. It's also public television programming. They're doing a marathon of Lucky Chow throughout May, actually, where they're playing 10 back-to-back episodes of Lucky Chow from seasons 1 through 6. That's kind of reach and support is just immeasurable.
Well, I have seen the first episode of the seventh season so far, and I'm excited to see the rest and learn even more about Taiwan's culinary culture. Congratulations on season 7, and thank you for taking the time to speak with me today.
Thank you so much.